With respect to the just concluded closed session and to the best of each member's knowledge, only public business matters lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements under the Virginia Freedom of Information Act, and only such business matters as were identified in the motion by which the closed meeting was convened were heard, discussed, or considered in the meeting by the town council. This calls for a roll call vote, Mayor.
Mr. Smith?
Correct.
Mr. Stevens?
Yes.
Ms. Tuggle?
Yes.
Mr. Lindsey?
Yes.
Ms. Boyd?
Yes.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Yes.
Is there a motion to award the residential garbage collection services contract to Chan Can LLC?
I motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, aye. All opposed, nay. Motion passes. Is there any council concerns?
Thanks, Mayor.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well,
I got a call from someone in the community concerning flags for the 4th of July. I think that Terry, did someone talk to you about putting up flags Memorial Day, and we only have about 5 flags or something like that?
We come up with about 10, and then 2 of them got destroyed, no longer, and they was up. They're so old that they just can't take the wind.
We
But
need,
we need to get enough flags to fill the town up with them, and also, don't we have some for the gazebo out there that hang over the side? Didn't we have some of those? If we don't, can we get some?
Linda Singleton had that. If they still got it, she will let us use it, but she was the one I was routed over.
Actually, Linda's the one that really is, she wants to see us put flags out there, so. I was just calling that to our attention that we need to do that.
I agree.
Well, that's another thing is we just realized, Natasha and I, last week, that Linda Singleton always did all the flower pots through town herself. It wasn't anything to do with the town or the professional association, it was just her. So I had asked Natasha last week, what are we gonna do? Because I'm ready to help do whatever. Let's do something.
I don't know if we could get any right now, I mean,
So-
decent ones.
Like, we just realized last week that it hasn't been done and whose responsibility is it to do it? So.
It's quite pricey.
I tell you what,
But
we
we
better
gotta-
most
but
places
we
are
gotta
out.
do something.
yeah.
I used to be with the garden club in Richlands, and it cost us like $1,200. That's getting fresh dirt, and stuff to put with on it. It was like $1,200.
You don't need fresh dirt.
We probably got enough dirt.
We got enough topsoil mix, yeah. We probably mix.
Well, the first thing they gotta do is go clean out the ones that are in there, and then put some dirt in. You do have to.
But you can use that dirt, but you need to top it off with some new dirt.
Okay,
That's what you need to
I
do.
helped them last year, that's why I know what she did, and what they did, and we planted those in the barrels.
Yeah.
And they haven't been done this year, you're right, and it's probably too late, but, you know.
Well, we gotta do something, and we gotta make sure somebody somewhere knows that they gotta do this, and we keep it up.
We need to figure out how many barrels we've got and how many plants we need, so we'll know.
Well, Linda can tell us all what they've been doing, because they
Yeah,
went
you-
about
Do you think while we're into this, we need to do something to recognize the Singletons? They spent thousands of dollars a year on our town, out of their pocket. That everybody thought the town was paying for it, but it was the Singletons. And I think they need some recognition
I agree.
to honor them for their services or what they've done to Cedar Bluff.
Yes.
I agree with that. But we just now realized that was, you know, because we called you, didn't we? It's like, who does it, or we called Terry, or we called
Yeah.
somebody. Who takes care of it? It hasn't, I knew it hadn't been done, but somebody's gotta do it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know if it was.
We could
You
put
want to
it
get
on
fast
today.
burgers now.
The Singletons done it and never said a word. I mean, they didn't want any recognition, they just wanted to do it. But they do need to be
Well, now-
recognized and honored for what they've done over the years.
Like
I think so.
one of the reasons it didn't get done this spring, we've had an unusual spring. It was cold, and then wet, and nobody, we're just now starting to have some summertime. So I think that's one reason it didn't get done.
So is it too late to buy something to put in it?
No.
We can find
Not too
something
late,
somewhere.
but-
Even if it doesn't match, we can still mix it up and.
We can try Kim's and Lowe's and Walmart if we have to mix different things.
You get it down, you get it down there, that
Jamie could explore and see what's out
Well, that's what we'll do.
What about the flowers up at the fort, across from the fort?
That's what I'm talking about, yeah,
Should be.
Well,
some-
who's gonna pay for it?
yeah.
If we're gonna do it from the town, or do you think the professional association should do this, or what? Are we gonna go take up donations to do it, or how?
What's that, what are you looking to do, Joe? Did you say, the flowers?
Jamie was the one talking about flowers, I'm talking about flags. But I mean, as far as.
Now,
flowers,
last year-
pay for 'em. Somebody,
Last year, I think when they did them, or maybe it was 19, I don't know if they did them last year, but, I let her use the town credit card. Now,
So she
prior
put
to
them out,
that, prior to that, I do think she footed the bill, but she was getting a little age and she was like, would you care, you know what I'm saying? And she had mentioned it to me, and I gave her our town credit card. and she
Since it's
went and
been so
got it.
long, we might can get them discounted anyway right now.
Right.
Well, I
She
think,
Jessica can set them out, we don't care a bit to go do it, we just need to know what to do and who needs to do it, you know?
Yeah, we did the town credit card last year, and that's how we paid for
What
it.
did it run?
When we.
I think it was $500 or $600, I can't recall, but I think it was $500 or $600, wasn't it? It was close to that.
For flags,
No, for the flowers.
flowers,
Yeah, that was flowers, potting mix,
I mean, that's good toward that.
Tress,
Huh? Sorry.
Big A green thumb too. I know Town of Richlands did get them off them last year, and I know that they're half off right now, everything in.
Does she have stuff left? I may call her and see what she has, get her to hold it for us.
Because I know everything,
'Cause I
all
usually buy
five
mine
of the
from her.
greenhouses are half off right now.
Let me ask you something, Terry. Didn't one year y'all do like dwarf pine trees or something in those
See,
pots?
that's the reason I like them at Christmas.
They're
time.
hardy.
Mhm. And plus at Christmas time, you can do something for
You
them.
light them up and whatever, decorate them.
And see, with these flowers, I watered them,
If you don't water them in the evenings
I
or
watered
early in
them
the morning,
about
they
2
die.
times a week, every
Just
week.
2 times a week?
Yeah, it wasn't that real.
Yeah.
Quicker they die, quicker I don't have water.
have we done anything on our Christmas decoration this year?
Terry, have we done anything on Christmas Day? He's the maintenance guy, ask the maintenance
And
guy.
I'll pay for it, I mean, our Christmas decoration is embarrassing. Every time I go through town, my wife's hollering, I said, Lord, I'll pay for it, Mommy, if you do.
I got
Are you talking lights or flags or what are you talking?
She's wanting
You
something.
probably don't know how many barrels we have. I think they're like 28.
I'll
right?
pay for it.
Hey Terry, how many barrels do we have on
It's like
the,
28 or something like that.
Nah, I don't think we have that many. I'll count them tomorrow.
I
and let
think
you
they
know.
are, because I put all that greenery in them for Christmas, and I swear,
say you know.
it took me a lot longer than I thought. But it was fun, but
So we,
I thought I counted.
one of them got
them
rid
like
of
that.
this year because a car run over and busted it.
Oh, okay. Well, 27 then.
But don't let me go through another year, oh, I can't.
We'll count them on the way out. We'll go drive and count them.
Is that the cart ran through
When
my
we went on
mailbox?
vacation at, like Christmas this past year, we went to Clearwater Beach, and like kind of similar to where our gazebo is, there was like a place like that. And rather than them having a whole lot of decorations through town, they had this one, like, light thing. You know, like a big lit up something. And I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something that you could alternate for the different seasons.
Oh, yeah.
And I told Mark B, and I said, remind me to tell them that they need to get something like that, because that would just be one thing, you put it out, you can do a different.
Yeah, that'd be
and-
great.
I wanted to put a Christmas tree up on that deck up there to overlook, but could never get no help. And then I said, maybe I would do it.
We need to check in on something like that, but I don't know where to even start.
Well, I got light magazines, I got decorative magazines, we got flag
But
magazines.
like, if you, instead of having a whole bunch of little things through all over town, if you have one big thing,
Yeah,
it would be more
I had them, I had them up
I
yesterday.
agree.
than a bunch of little, you know.
We need to get a new flag out front too, it's starting to get tethered, you know.
And you know, kind of like how the White House puts the colors on the White House and it changes and
Yeah.
different seasons or different whatever.
Right.
Can we call AJ and find out about flags, maybe they got some up
I
there.
guarantee that.
How
Pretty
good
right
is
there,
it?
the White House does it, you know how they do
Probably do a
like,
grand or something.
they do different things for different seasons. We need
So John, are we gonna do the flags?
Any other council concerns?
Yeah, you
Did
want
we
to
just settle it on flowers?
Tell.
Are we settled on flowers?
We're just gonna call and check around, I guess,
Tess,
tomorrow.
Trish.
John's giving me the company
You
credit
make a
card.
She's wanting
Yeah.
Yeah, on the flags,
I'm sorry.
I'm not
Let us
paying
say that
for
one.
Flowers,
flowers.
what is it?
flags and the
Flowers.
flowers. Do we need to do both separate?
Oh, you can go together if you like.
Okay, I'll make a motion to do the flags and the flowers through town
I second,
And the flag out front.
and the flag out.
I second it.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion passes. Any other council concerns? No one. This meeting is adjourned. See y'all next month. See y'all. Oh, God, no, everybody sit back down. I have a motion to adjourn, is there a second?
I second.
There's a motion and a second, all in favor, vote aye. Motion passes.
Who made the motion?
Terry and York seconded it.
Yeah.
Which is